Okay, welcome back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and tonight I have to break down very unfortunate news as a Manly fan to announce that our debutant from last night, Jamie Humphreys, who had a great game against the Knights in a 44-6 win, he'll depart Manly at the end of this year and will join the Rabbitohs on a 2-year deal from 2025 to 2026. I mean, look, I think before yesterday's game, where everyone now knows who he is, there's been discussions behind the scenes about Humphreys and the Rabbitohs reaching a deal, which they already have. They may have reached a deal back when we played the Rabbitohs, actually. That's maybe why Humphreys was left out originally. And again, I don't know the whole situation, why he didn't play in that game. But yeah, I think he has been in discussions with the Rabbitohs for a couple of weeks now. And it just seems like now, yeah, the whole official departure of him going to South Sydney next year is now out everywhere. And yeah, it's a shame. As a Manly fan, it's a shame because I did think that he had a long-term future at Manly. Like, I've seen him come through the grades, and I really thought that he would be DCE's next long-term replacement, but I guess not. And we're going to have to try and find someone else that can take the reins off DCE once he does retire. But as always, please be sure to like this video and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you to those who have recently got me to my goal of 4,500 subscribers. That was the current channel goal, so I do appreciate everyone for that. But yeah, the next goal obviously now is 5K, which is the big one. But you know, definitely hope to get there by the end of the year at least. But Jamie Humphreys to the Rabbitohs, it hurts. So look, all I can imagine is that the reasoning why we let Humphreys go was because maybe we've had discussions with him behind the scenes about DCE and how many more years he's got in the game and will play for Manly. Because obviously DCE is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. 35, 36, I think 35, but he's playing like a 22-year-old. Like, he's literally playing like a teenager, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. And you know, why should DCE retire right now? You know, he's playing great footy. He's even openly said he loves playing rugby league still, so that's all that matters, right? So yeah, so maybe, yeah, look, if Humphreys waited another 2 years, because he is 22 years old right now, he'd be taking over as a full-time halfback by the age of 24, 25, and I don't think it's worth it, really, for him to wait around for that, for like another 2 or 3 years to replace DCE, because for all we know, DCE, who's off contract next year, may extend for another year or two. You never know. So yeah, I think there was no point for Humphreys waiting around and being a reserve grader for most of his career, or half of it at least. So look, I think the opportunity to play under Wayne Bennett at the Rabbitohs is pretty exciting for him. I think he'll go really well there. I don't know what South will do with their spine next year. Obviously, Latrell's their fullback, we know that one for sure. Or it could be Jai Gray, depending what Wayne opts to go with, but I have a feeling it's Latrell. Wayne has always seemed to like Latrell at fullback. The halves are probably going to be Cody Walker and Lewis Dodd. You know, people are saying that Lewis Dodd won't be the South's halfback because he's struggling with my team in the Super League St. Helens, but trust me, you're not paying, you know, 700k for a reserve grade halfback, so he'll be the halfback, and I'm sure Wayne had a lot to do with his signing in the first place. And the hooker will be Peter Mamouzelos, I'm pretty sure, but I think Humphreys might be that jersey 14 off the bench, so maybe Humphreys and Mamouzelos rotate off the bench together next year, which, yeah, I think could work really well, actually, for South Sydney. But look, overall, Humphreys is getting an opportunity under Wayne, being a young guy still, and you know, only just starting his footy career. Yeah, it's quite exciting, and obviously it pains me to say, but this could be like another Gufferson Hines situation where we had Guffo now juniors, and obviously he went to greater heights elsewhere. Nico Hines was a Manly junior, and yeah, he's already played in the grand final and he's played a couple of finals games down the track, and he's played for his state already. So we've had a couple of blunders with letting go of good juniors, but I'm just hoping that Manly have a plan in place. And we did sign that young rookie Joey Walsh, who is I think an ex-Rooster who played in the junior grades of the Roosters, played a bit of rugby, Australian rugby as well, Joey Walsh. So he is our projected long-term replacement for DCE, but we'll see if he kicks on or not, but I hope so anyway as a Manly fan. But yeah, look, I think Jamie Humphreys going to the Rabbitohs again is a good pickup for them, and probably is something that will be good for his career. I just don't see where he fits at Manly personally. Like, we've still got Luke Brooks contracted until 2027. DCE still can go for another couple of years. At hooker, you got Croker for Manly when he's fit. Jake Simpkin, who signed this year, and Gordon Chan-Kum-Tong, who also re-signed as well for another year. So, yeah, look, unfortunately, it's one of those things. You can't keep them all, but, I met Jamie Humphreys last night at the Manly Knights game, and, great guy, very humble, seems to really have time for the fans. So, he's a good young kid, and I do hope things go well for him at South Sydney. I truly mean that. I think he deserves to play consistent first grade, which I think he's been promised at South Sydney for next year, as far as I know. So he deserves it. So I do hope and wish him all the best, because I do think that, he has a big future in the game for sure. But what are your thoughts on the signing of Jamie Humphreys for the Rabbitohs for the next 2 seasons, starting from 2025? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and do comment your thoughts yet again. But thank you for watching. Have a good night.